What's in your bag?
What? My bag.
I know. I forgot. I gotta.
Takis Fuego. Takis Fuego. That's pretty much it. That's all I eat. Takis Fuego. That's what's in my bag.
Now that that's been accomplished.
So there's a lot of stuff on this table. It's piled up on me. I tried to keep it minimal, but at least I've kept all these different items as well. The core of it is this keyboard, the Yamaha PSS 560. It's a really cool, flexible one because it has you can mix up what beat it's playing, and I don't know if I'm still plugged in that it'll make sound, but. Yeah, you can dial in more bass drum, you can dial in more snare drum, you can dial in more cymbal.
Whoa.
And then, there's like
what do you say?
5 times 5 times 5 times 5, so you get a lot of variations. I'm worried I would break it one day. And then I thought, what if I can't get another one?
Yeah.
So I was like, well, I'll just watch eBay, and when they pop up at a reasonable price, I'll buy one. Now I have a collection too, but I estimate based on how long this one's lasted, I probably have enough to last until the end of my life.
Oh, wow.
So
the
thing is, they're incredibly sturdy, and I've only killed one. Actually, I didn't even kill one once. The airline killed one once.
Airline?
I flew, and then when I got there, the back of it was like squished in.
Whoa, was it packaged? How did...
It was packaged. I don't know how they did it.
Whoa.
And I opened it up, and one of the circuit boards was like this. Sometimes nerd people ask is, well, how do you synchronize all this stuff? The secret is, I don't. None of it's synchronized.
Whoa.
But all the beats, this is like a drum machine too, which is kind of fancy. I'm not using all its fancy features, but a lot of the synth sounds are just these pedals up here. So I've got a little line of pedals that are basically just all designed to make gnarly synthesizer sounds. This SYB3 Boss, I think, SYB3, is designed for like funk bassists. Like, in like Parliament or something. So they can make that go wow, 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 wow. But if you run, they respond to anything. So if you put a beat through it, it tries to hear what note it is and spits out that note.
On its own?
Yes.
Weird.
So, and then I run that through a sequence of different things, and I make like weird synths.
Ultimately, none of this is making any sound that we're hearing? This is making a sound that this is taking and changing?
This makes, sometimes I kind of use everything.
Ah, okay.
So,
like interchangeably?
Yeah. This is a Volca bass.
Ooh, I know that guy.
Yeah, and these are, I just like these because they fall right into my zone because they're like, kind of like a toy, but kind of powerful too. And similarly, this thing next to it,
whoa.
This is Little Bits Korg.
Did you build
modular
it?
Thing. Yeah, they come apart. Here, I'll show you.
This is modular?
Well, yes. It's kind of like this Lego version.
Whoa.
They just kind of magnet themselves together here.
Yeah.
And then they have these little feet they can sit in to hold them together. And yeah, there's like a oscillator, delay. I don't think you're supposed to put the delay in the middle between oscillators, but that's why it makes all the really gnarly sound.
Yes.
These like toy voice changer.
Oh yeah.
And everything that you say into it just comes out sounding like garbage, no matter what setting it's on. So that's kind of great.
And is that going through anything, or on its own it sounds
it's
like
just
garbage?
Mixed in. I use a telephone pickup to pick up the sounds from the speaker there, or from the speaker on this. Or this is also a voice changer thing. You can pitch it high or low. I'm kind of these are in a way boring piece of gear, but I'm really kind of excited about these mixers. They're mono mixers with mutes, and you can see when they're unmuted.
That thing is a mixer?
The whole thing is a mixer. So if you don't mind being mono, it has 5 channels. And it's like this small. iPod Touch with my favorite app called Jazzuto, but it's out of date. So
is it a game or is it purposefully? made for
it's
music making.
Specifically a music making virtual modular synth app.
Oh, sick.
So yeah, and I made like on the subway, I'll make all these like patches basically.
5 years ago at INC, you'd be banned for this.
I have used it at INC, but don't tell Raph that. I don't know. Yeah, so.
Whoa, this is the future.
But the thing is, I don't know if I can use it much longer because it doesn't work with the new iOS.
Oh, not yet.
So I have
right?
to keep like an old device a few generations back and not upgrade it so I can keep using.
I have one more big question for you.
Sure.
What's the deal with the neon Radio Shack?
You know, I think it's just something like that I've always loved. Since I was a kid, it's just always like said the future to me.
Yeah.
And one of my pet peeves is that I feel like people in music and art and everything are not trying to like go into the future. So I'm kind of like, I'm trying to be like the Back to the Future Part 2.
Thank you so much for speaking with us today.
Absolutely thrilled.
Radio Shock.
Discussing there's different factions that want to get farm-related meals, i.e. chicken farm or eggplant farm, and we're talking about going to a pizza place or the bar Ginny's nearby, which serves farm. And there's like different groupings going on. So, you guys are welcome to join. These are both like within 10 minutes from here.
Yeah, what's the 30? Yeah. How about dinner? I guess I'd kind of vote for pizza, because as much as parm sounds amazing, I might get a slice of pizza.
Yeah, I think that's a valid
I'll already
talk it over.
All right.